Hey parents, can you imagine being 69 years old and then having to spend 37 years in prison? You won't get out until you're 107 years old. Well, here's another life lesson about parenting. So 69-year-old Richard Ferguson was sentenced to 37 years in prison because he let his 15-year-old son drive their car without a driver's license. And the son ended up unaliving 4 people, a grandmother and 3 of her grandchildren. One girl was 11 years old. The boy was 9 years old, and then they had a 1-year-old girl in there. Woman's husband was actually in the car as well, but he somehow made it alive, and they're calling him a miracle. But either way, this man, Richard Ferguson, let his son drive the car, and he had friends in the car. None of them had driver's license. No adults in the car with a driver's license at all. So he says that he did not give his son permission. He only wanted his son to back out of the driveway. That's the only permission he is saying that he gave to his son. But either way, giving keys to a kid that does not have a driver's license is almost like putting a weapon in their hand. And even if he had him back out of the driveway, with him not having a license, that is against the law. You're breaking the law. And parents, we can't do that. The courts are getting tired of parents doing things like that. And they have sentenced this man to basically life because he made a decision that not only impacted him and his son, but also impacted the people around him. So parents, this is a life lesson to say, do not break the law for your children. Do not be lazy. Yes, your kid has a permit, or yes, they know how to drive and they might be responsible, but they legally need to be insured, need to have a driver's license as well. Or if they have a permit, you or a driver who is over 18 or 21, however it is in your state, needs to be in that car with them. And if you give them the keys knowing that they don't have a license or knowing that they shouldn't be driving, you are going to be found liable. Also, there's another life lesson in this. There were other boys in this car. And so we have to teach our kids, when you see someone doing something you know they don't have any business doing, run. Don't get in the car, because the other boys, actually, a lot of them got hurt and injured as well. Now, they weren't unalived. They're still alive, but they could have gotten hurt, way worse than they did. So the boy that was driving the car, he was 15 at the time, and he ended up getting charged as a juvenile, but they gave him juvenile life. So he won't get out until he's 19 years old. So that's not only the father's life is impacted, he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. They were trying to get him off because he has a cancer, but the judge didn't show any mercy. He gave that man 37 years, the max, because the family of the unalived people said, give him the max. And the stories were very sad. So parents, we can prevent a lot of this stuff if we just think. We have to think. We are not our kids' friends. We're not here to please them all the time. We're not here to be at their beck and call. And we know right from wrong. And you have to say no when it's time to say no. So, all right, another life lesson. These courts aren't playing anymore. They are finding parents liable for all sorts of things, and you will get in trouble. So let's think straight, parents, because we are the ones that's responsible. And I am Regina Long with Not So Perfect Parenting.